back to Houston Life. Our next guest is a familiar voice on 93Q Mornings, along with her pals Riggs and Erica.
We do. And recently, Katelyn Maida was invited to be a guest announcer at the iconic Grand Ole Opry. We, of course, are very nosy, and we needed to know how it all went down. So Katelyn's joining us to chat all about it. Katelyn, the more I learned about this, the cooler the story got. First of all, welcome. But if you want to catch our viewers up on how this all happened, you getting to announce at the Grand Ole Opry, how did that happen?
So the Opry's celebrating 100 years this year, which is incredible that it's been around for 100 years. And as part of their 100-year celebration, Opry 100, they decided that they were going to invite different radio, TV, social media, basically country music personalities from around the nation to come and do a guest hosting gig. So you had to go online, you had to apply, you had to submit a resume about what it meant to you, and then you really had to have connections, because as you can imagine, there were a lot of people that applied to do that.
Oh, wow.
I was very fortunate to have a good friend, Mike McVeigh, that stepped in and kind of helped me make that connection. And they sent me an email and said, we want to get you booked to come guest host on the Opry. I couldn't even believe it was real. I was freaking out. I called my mom. I immediately started crying as soon as my mom got on the phone. I was like, Mom, can you believe this?
Wow.
And it kind of took off from there. And it still didn't feel real until the moment I stepped on the stage. One of only 5 people in Texas that was invited to go.
That is so amazing.
I literally got chills.
Okay,
It's really crazy.
On a scale of 1 to oh my God, how jealous were Erica and Riggs when you told them this news?
You know what? They were, but I am so fortunate to work with a team that's like super supportive, and we've all got crazy things going on. Erica was nominated, or she actually was part of the top 30 influential women in Houston that week right before.
So cool.
So there's just so much going on that we're all doing our own thing. They're like, we really want to go, but A, we can't find the time in our schedule, and B, it's a little expensive to fly to Nashville. It's very expensive.
You guys are just moving and shaking. Like 93Q, the team, the morning show, you guys are always in the community, on the scene. But I think your story of like your history and Houston and what you brought from Houston to Nashville is just so cool. Can you explain the boots?
Yes, the boots. I've got them on today. I had to wear them for the occasion. So my family owns a cowboy boot business, really a leather business here in Houston called Maida's.
Okay.
Maida's bespoke boots and shoes. You can find them still over off Westheimer, close by the Central Market. And my brothers still own that business. That business has been open since 1901. The Maida's business as a whole. So my brothers still have the boot side of the business. And when I called them and said, I'm going to the Opry, and told them everything that was happening, they said, we have to make you a pair of Opry boots. So we start digging into it a little bit, and we have this picture that's iconic in our family's boot shop. And it's a picture of my grandfather when he was very young, and he's fitting boots for a icon in country music called Gene Autry was his name.
The first performer of the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo in 1932.
That's right. First performer. Here's my dad. I had to have him out there with me. My dad used to run the business. Now you can find him talking your ear off at the front counter. He still goes in every day with my
he's
brothers.
a yapper, you know?
Oh, he's a big yapper. I wonder where I got that from.
Yapping runs in the family.
Obviously very proud of my line of work now.
Yes.
But there's the picture. That's my grandfather fitting Gene Autry.
Wow.
Gene Autry not only was the first official star performer at Rodeo Houston, but he was a regular at the Grand Ole Opry. So what we were able to piece together with this picture in the history of the Opry is that Maida's boots had once been on the Opry stage a long, long time ago, back like in the 30s and 40s. And we said, we got to do it again. We got to make some special Opry Maida's boots to step into that Opry circle, which is what you see there.
Iconic.
And that's actually what they put on the front of the boots. They put the Opry circle. A woman by the name of Laura
I am getting goosebumps.
I know, I'm chills like 3 times this
She
interview.
hand-tooled and hand-painted this, Laura Booz did. She's really talented out of the Seattle area. And then we inlaid that into the boot, and then the radio towers on the back of the boot that you just saw.
Oh my goodness.
These moons, stars, hearts were also on Gene Autry's boots that you saw in that picture a little bit earlier. So it's this crazy full circle moment.
How did you feel on the stage that night? Could you
my gosh, I was shaking.
Like,
my whole body was shaking. I shook for an hour afterwards. And I go back there. They let me take my family back there, and then they needed to go in their seats. And so it's just me and my husband.
Okay.
And he, they sends me over there, kind of pushes me off, and I'm standing side stage. And Jamie Johnson was who I was announcing. And Jamie Johnson is a very, He's a shoot it to you
nonsense.
straight
Yeah,
kind of guy, you know, very serious. And he's talking with me a little bit. I'm still feeling nervous. And they say, oh, Jamie, we're going to put you out on the stage while Katelyn does her piece. They have you do this whole speech. And then I intro Jamie. So the whole time he's standing out there with his guitar, hands on his guitar, watching me. And I'm like, wait, I have to do it while he's right there on the stage already looking at me and all these people?
Tough crowd.
Yeah, tough crowd, but it went really well. You ladies know all of our history in broadcasting. All three of us have like a long history in broadcasting. It starts to come very naturally once we get there and get over that first few, those first few seconds. So. It was incredible. It flew by. And then I was shaking the whole time I walked off side stage. And my husband was like teary-eyed. I go, are you crying?
Oh, my God.
I was like, are you crying right now? He's like, I'm just so proud of, like, I've just watched you do so many things and work so hard your whole life. I'm just so proud of this moment for you. So,
We're proud of you, too.
Yeah. Thank you.
We're proud of you.
I
I can't imagine, like, your family, how they feel. We watch you on social media, and we're like, check it out. Congratulations.
Thank you.
By the way, mom of two, under two?
Mom of two, under three. So
Under
a
three.
2.5-year-old and a 1-year-old.
Still insane.
And they're boys. I never stop moving. I am so tired all the time.
Okay, listen.
Pray for me.
These chats are never long enough. We need to have you back. You need to keep us going because it's. I mean, this is just the start for you.
Yes,
I can feel that. I can feel that. You can catch this woman, this superstar, Katelyn Maida, on 93Q Monday through Friday. Is it 5 to 10? Is it
5 to 10 a.m.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I remember that schedule. Okay, she's with Riggs, she's with Erica, and also we'll tell you where you can keep up with her on our website. We've linked all that on HoustonLife.tv.
We need to press her about the end of the year 93Q Star Party too.
We're going to harass her during the commercial break. Don't go anywhere.